Hi everyone, my name is Danny, and in this video I will be taking you for a photo walk in the stretch of Pangeran Antasari Street in South Jakarta. This is my first photo walk in a very long time, and I've actually never recorded a photo walk before. So please bear with me in the next 11 to 12 minutes. As you can see, this is not a street that is exactly walkable for pedestrian, and this is actually the first time I'm on this street without being in a vehicle. I thought that I could find something interesting like this car wash place that has been abandoned probably since the start of the pandemic. But you see, the whole idea of the photo walk is really for me to get back to street photography, get as many test shots as possible, train my eyes again, and at the same time explore this area on foot. I'm using the Ricoh GR III, and one of its main feature is the snap focus. So here I was trying that out, and in a couple of seconds you can clearly see that I failed. Oh well, you see, it was a try, and over here I really tried to look for interesting objects and see how creative I can frame them. Again, this is my first time being on this street on foot. The air is polluted, vehicle noises everywhere, and I have to make sure that I'm safe from any kind of accidents coming in left, right, front, center, back. It's quite dangerous over here actually for pedestrians. And at the same time, this is a very long street, and I knew that there are interesting objects on the side of the streets, like for example you see this thing that you will see in a couple of seconds. I have no idea what they're called, but I'm sure that I've seen them being used in house interior, uh, up in the ceiling or something like that. So I'm not really sure. But when I saw this, I thought that hey, this is interesting. Maybe I could take a couple of shots and see what I can do with this whole framing and stuff like that. So yeah, I gave it a shot. Lots of shots actually. I actually already moved on from that place just now, but I realized that I have yet to try shooting with the Yashica Electro 35 GSN Electro. Sorry, the Yashica Electro 35 GSN that I brought along. I loaded it with Fujifilm C200 RAW, and I thought that I could, train my eyes as well to line the lines in the viewfinders. As you know, that Yashica Electro 35 GSN is a rangefinder camera, and it requires certain skills to actually find that line right. I've actually had it for 11 years, but somehow I kept it hidden in my house for 9 years or so, and thought that this time around I should really make use of it. And honestly, I love shooting with it. Different feel, in the end, different output as well, and it's something that I thought I would shoot once in a while. Now, this is the scene that I've always wanted to shoot. A Gojek, or I think it's a Grab driver, taking a nap on his motorbike while his surrounding is in a fast movement. That was just a test shot just now. I've always visualized something like this in my head, but I never had the chance to shoot because I could never find the right, time, place, people. My preference was to shoot this sleepy driver on one side and a moving taxi or bus on the other side. And you see, the wait was a very long one as I fast forward this whole footage to 500 times the speed of the original footage. But then, as I was filming with my Ricoh, trying different test shots, it's good to do so, just to play around with your settings and all. But if you play around with your camera and not ready, you are going to lose opportunity to shoot what you wanted to shoot. And such was the case with me, whereby here I'm playing around, and then there's that blue taxi coming in. That's the exact taxi I wanted to shoot, and I was still playing around, and I did not get any shot. I was totally disappointed, totally disappointed. But then over there, I noticed a Bajaj was there, and I was totally hoping that Bajaj was coming to my direction and not going straight. And yeah, thank God it came to my direction, and I was not gonna miss any opportunity here and managed to get the shot that I wanted. Actually, it's better than what I wanted. Honestly, I thought I knew this street well, but turns out that there were lots of things on each side of the street I've never noticed before, and such as whatever this area is on the other side of the street. I noticed a deserted gas station, and that is just the opposite of this car wash place that I go once in a while to wash my car. And my idea while walking here was that maybe I can take a couple of photos of people washing cars. But then my curiosity told me that Danny, just cross the street, because car washing you can do that when you bring your own car later, next day or something like that. So what I did was that I crossed the street to check out what I could find on the other side. I was totally contemplating to choose whether I should shoot the car wash, or this unknown place that is covered with tin. I think it's tin, yeah, tin hoarding. And I was not so sure how I was gonna get the shots. Then I noticed a car over there, and if I went in there, I would be trespassing and I would get into trouble. So I was just taking a peek to see what I could do from where I could shoot. And yeah, the whole idea is really to explore, and I love doing this. I love to explore and challenge myself with the limitation that I have. So yeah, and here I found this alley. I have no idea this alley ever existed before, and it's so small, right? It fit one person maybe. I mean, it fit me. That's it. But then I got this really whole view of that non-function gas station that is pretty much deserted, but there's someone there or some people there. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that with all this rust in the signs, and then that blue fence, and then that lamp, and that structure, that gas station structure itself, I thought, wow, this is very, very interesting. Took lots of shots, and at the same time, I thought that this might be the perfect setting to challenge myself to shoot something that fits the theme of urban atmosphere, like William Eggleston Jakarta style kind of thing. So yeah, I shot both with my Ricoh and with my Yashica, and I love both of the cameras as well as the results they gave me. Of course, with the Ricoh, I had more control of setting the aperture, ISO, and everything. Whereby with the Yashica, I was stuck with the ASA 200, because that's the film is Fujifilm C200. It's obvious that it's ASA or ISO is 200. Yeah, it was fun to shoot. Honestly, really. I mean, look at this. Wow, Loved it. Loved it. Seriously. And then what's funny was that, this motorcycle was coming in, and I thought like, I should get away from this alley. Otherwise he would crash on me. But then waited, and took a shot. And yeah, after this, I jogged really fast to the main street, making sure that I don't get crashed. So yeah, and actually peek into that thin hoarding, and got the shot. So yeah, this is now pretty much the end of the street, and I thought that I wouldn't find anything else interesting here. I mean, there's that blue gas stations, which I thought was not usual in Jakarta, but then it's just hard right now to shoot over there, and light is not that great, to be honest with you, at that time. But then this guy with the, I think it's a rabbit or something. Uh, Mascot costume, and that's a Mickey Mouse kind of thing. It's very interesting, right? I guess that walking and taking photos for 2 hours straight had given me different perspective to look at things, and I was able to take a couple of shots, a couple of more shots over here. That one just not included, and this one's this one's as well. So I thought that this was a very enjoyable photo walk after all. Unfortunately, my GoPro battery went flat right after this, but I still moved on to another location called Block M. My Ricoh battery was also depleted, so it gave me an excuse to fully utilize the Yashica and finish the whole roll. And then over here, I went over here to LabRana Jakarta to get it developed and scanned. Shout out to the good folks at LabRana, because they provided free film development and scan on that day, which happened to me on Christmas Day. Hey, you guys are my Santa Claus. Thank you so much, LabRana. Not sponsored video, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this photo walk vlog. I shall try to document my photo walks in the future, and try to do a better job in stabilizing my GoPro on my chest mount. Yeah, hope to see you all again. Thank you. Bye bye.